Magandang araw mga ka-aerial defense, may ibabahagi na naman ako sa inyo. Dahil ngayong araw na ito ay may pag-uusapan tayo tungkol sa depensa. China nagpadala ng 82 na barko sa West Philippine Sea, Pilipinas makakatanggap ng mga barko, umakyat sa kabuuang 82 barko ng China ang namataan ng Armed Forces of the Philippines sa iba't ibang bahagi ng West Philippine Sea sa buong buwan ng Mayo, ayon kay AFP spokesperson for West Philippine Sea Rear Admiral Roy Vincent Trinidad. Kabilang sa mga namonitor ang mga barko ng People's Liberation Army Navy at China Coast Guard. Sa ulat ng militar, nakapagtala sa Baho de Masinloc ng 16 na PLA Navy warship at 23 na CCG vessel, 5 PLA Navy warship at 12 na CCG vessel naman sa Ayungin Shoal, 4 na PLA Navy warship at 12 na CCG vessel sa Pag-asa Islands, habang 6 na PLA Navy warship at 4 na CCG vessel ang namataan sa Escoda Shoal. Binigyang diin ng AFP na mas mataas ang bilang na ito kumpara sa 62 barko lamang na naitala noong buwan ng Abril, hudyat lamang ito ng mas pinalakas na pananakop ng China sa West Philippine Sea ngayon. Inanunsyo ng United States ang paglipat ng US Coast Guard vessel sa Pilipinas para sa maritime at territorial patrol operations, sinabi ni US War Secretary Pete Hegseth sa Shangri-La Dialogue noong Sabado. Tinanggap naman ni Department of National Defense Secretary Gilberto Teodoro at Armed Forces of the Philippines Chief of Staff General Romeo Bronner Jr. ang anunsyo ng pagbibigay ng barko. Idinagdag niya na ang pakikipagtulungan sa depensa ay nagsisilbing linchpin ng mas malawak na kooperasyon sa seguridad sa ekonomiya, seguridad para sa tao, at pag-unlad sa pagitan ng dalawang bansa.
You again and all of you again. I think this is our 5th meeting.
Yes.
In the past is to announce our recent decision to transfer a 210-foot Reliance-class cutter to your Coast Guard.
With the Philippines being at the chair of ASEAN this time, of course, convergence between ASEAN, just like with the Philippines and the United States and other like-minded partners, is equally important, and multilateral with a lot of convergent partners. As you said earlier, the renewal.
We see this same realist mindset from the Philippines. Manila is shifting its focus to external defense and enhancing interoperability with U.S. forces. And it's not just talk. Earlier this month, we concluded the largest ever Balikatan, which featured joint training and exercises involving the most advanced U.S. capabilities. The Philippines is also investing more to modernize its military and its Coast Guard, with President Marcos signing a budget this year that includes a 12% increase in defense spending. This spending increase will fund the Philippines' multi-year effort to develop a modern, technologically advanced, and interoperable force that can plug in and fight alongside American warfighters.
Sa panahon ng dialogue, tinalakay ng Pilipinas at US ang pagpapalawak ng suporta para sa pagtatanggol sa teritoryo at pagbabantay sa exclusive economic zone ng bansa. Gayon din ang pagpapalakas ng kooperasyon sa mga shared security interest. Inaasahang makikipagpulong ang Pilipinas kay US War Secretary Hegseth sa Oktubre sa panahon ng ASEAN Defense Ministerial Meeting, kung saan tatalakayin ng pakikipagtulungan sa depensa at panrehiyong seguridad. Ayon sa ulat, sinabi ng Philippine Navy na ang pangako ng Japan na pabilisin ang paglipat ng kanilang mga retiradong Abukoma-class destroyer escort, ay sumasalamin sa lumalagong strategic partnership sa pagitan ng dalawang bansa. Ang pagbilis ng mga talakayan sa paglipat ng Abukoma-class destroyer sa Philippine Navy ay sumasalamin sa lumalaking estratehikong partnership sa pagitan ng Pilipinas at Japan, sa gitna ng umuusbong na regional at pandaigdigang mga hamon sa seguridad, sinabi ni Philippine Navy Public Affairs Office Chief Captain Marie Angelica D.C. Sisaiken. Ginawa ni Sisaiken ang pahayag ng tanungin kung ano ang kahulugan ng paglilipat ng mga kagamitan pang depensa tulad ng Abukoma-class destroyer escort, TC-90 aircraft, radar system, bukod sa pagbabahagi ng classified information, sa dalawang bansa. Nangako naman ng Japan na magbibigay sila ng mga barkong pandigma at patrol vessel sa Pilipinas upang palakasin ang pagbabantay sa karagatan sa Indo-Pacific region, kasama rin sa ibibigay ang patrol aircraft at radars. Kinumpirma ito ni Japanese Defense Minister Koizumi Shinjiro sa pagsasalita niya sa Shangri-La Dialogue sa Singapore.
A great deal of cooperation is already underway. Cooperation with Australia on frigates, the provision of radar systems and patrol vessels to the Philippines, development in cooperation on destroyers and frigates, strengthening the deterrence and response capabilities of the Japan-US alliance, sophisticating training through the use of the reciprocal access agreement with Australia, the Philippines, and the United Kingdom, maritime domain awareness and cutting-edge technology cooperation in the Quad framework, defense cooperation with ASEAN countries, greater resilience of industrial base, including through PIPER and AUKUS. We will link all these efforts to turn points into lines, and from lines into planes. Third, Japan is determined to play a new role in defense equipment cooperation across the region. This April, Japan fundamentally revised its domestic framework concerning the transfer of defense equipment and technology. The OSA, launched in 2023, is also steadily producing results. The aim of these initiatives is to tangibly strengthen deterrence and response capabilities of the region. And both initiatives have been highly valued by countries across the region. What matters now is to ensure the seamless provision of necessary equipment and capabilities to the region as a whole. What if necessary items run short and logistics is cut off in crisis? We cannot afford such a scenario as the whole region. That is why Japan will be even more proactive in defense equipment cooperation, defense industrial cooperation, and maintenance and sustainment cooperation. Our aim is to ensure that each country has the capabilities it needs and to make them available when needed.
US soldiers, New Zealand Army, Royal New Zealand Infantry Regiment, Japan Ground Self-Defense Force, Australian Defense Force personnel, at Armed Forces of the Philippines, ay nagsagawa ng multinational air assault mission sa panahon ng Joint Pacific Readiness Center Exportable Exercise sa Fort Magsaysay, Nueva Ecija. Ang Joint Pacific Readiness Center Exportable Exercise, bilang bahagi ng exercise sa Locknib, ay isinasama ang mga puwersa ng US, Pilipinas, at kakamping bansa sa mga makatutuhanang senaryo upang mapahusay ang interoperability, pinuhin ang mga taktika ng multi-domain, at palakasin ang kahandaan sa rehiyon sa Indo-Pacific.
Take out that foot! Moving! Scouts, push! Yeah, covering. Moving! Baseline! Yep, move it! Bravo, baseline! Baseline up!左へ展開！回り込むな！こっち戻っていいよ！どうぞ聞こえます。安全管理。安全管理。